Hey guys, it's me, JaiStone. On the road again, and just decided was having this conversation uh, yesterday with Scope Scribe. And hey, Scope Scribe, give him some green check marks to show who you are. And we were having the conversation about perception versus reality, right? When it comes to um, building your reputation and your business and all this kind of stuff online. And one of the biggest things that we found is that sometimes the perception that people have about a brand or a person or a personality or a persona is very different from the reality of it. Okay. And so let's talk a little bit about um, broke brands. What I mean, you can build a brand where you have all the visibility, right? You have all the media coverage. You've been on Dr. Phil, and you've been on Oprah, and you have top level clients, and I see pictures of you hanging out with Michael Jordan and Magic Johnson, and I see you just balling it out, right? And all of that gives us the perception that you are successful. But there are a lot of people out there that are very, very adept at creating the perception, and they really are what we consider a broke brand. They're what we consider a broke brand. Okay. And so a lot of times it's like, be careful, who you follow. Be careful who you look at. Be careful who you idolize, because make sure that you're clear, that you have a way to understand where the perception and the reality connect. So I know what your question is. How do you know? How do you know the difference? Okay, the real difference is the people who are actually making all this money don't have time to be at all these events posing with all these people. That's the first thing. Okay, the second thing is, if it's not a paid event where they're being paid to be at an event, then they're coming out of their own pocket for these expenses. Okay, so if they're coming out of their own pocket for these expenses, it's not a paid event. If they're spending their own money, more than likely they're not making any money, because people who make a lot of money ain't trying to just be spending money. People who make 6 and 7 figures, they try to hold on to it, as much of it as possible. Okay. The other thing is, they are less impressed with who's in their circle. Okay. They're less impressed because they're too busy trying to negotiate a contract to be seen. So the people who hold the real purse strings oftentimes are not people that are highly visible. Okay. So, and keep this in mind. Just because you see this person who has a picture of all these celebrities on their Instagram doesn't mean that they're anybody significant. It means that they know where to go, where all of these significant celebrities hang out. Don't look at who has celebrities on their Instagram. Look at who the celebrity has on their Instagram. So if you see a picture of me and Kim Kardashian, it don't mean that me and Kim Kardashian are friends unless you see it on Kim Kardashian's Instagram. That's when that person is significant, right? So again, don't believe what people tell you, believe what you see, and believe what you see in multiple directions. Like I tell people all the time, you ain't got to take my results for what I do for my clients. You don't have to take that, take my words and say, okay, JaiStone said I'm going to take her word for it. You can go talk to any number of my clients. They listed on my website. They're listed everywhere. They're shouting me out. You can talk to them directly. You don't have to talk to me about the results that I deliver. And then you can see what I deliver for not only myself, but also for them. There are a lot of people out there who are saying, hey, I built my own brand. I can get you media coverage. I can help you get to the next level. I did it for myself. But there's a difference between doing it for yourself and teaching other people how to do it. There's a major difference between the skill set that is required for you to do it, okay, versus you to teach it to other people, okay? I've been able to do both. So here's one of the things that I found, right? I'm having all of these conversations with people, right? Also, just pay attention to what people say. Broke brands will tell on themselves, okay? They'll tell on themselves, right? For example, when we went to a conference one time. This person was talking about how they are a 7-figure company, but then they took a megabus to the conference. People who make 7 figures ain't trying to take megabus. It ain't because they too big, too good for megabus, right? It's because they ain't got the time for megabus. It's more valuable for them to be somewhere else faster, and a plane or a train is going to get them there faster, or they can work in the process. You understand what I'm saying? So those are the kinds of things you have to think. Look at what a person says that they do, and then look at the lifestyle. It ain't about whether or not the lifestyle is flashy. It's about whether or not it makes sense. The megabus is not really a bad deal. You get Wi-Fi, you get a whole bunch of stuff on megabus, right? But for us who are making a certain amount of money, 6 figures or 7 figures, our time is the most valuable asset that we have. So we ain't finna waste our time, and I ain't finna get on the megabus. I can have peace and quiet on the train, okay, or on a plane, and I can get there faster, get to the next meeting. So no, we're not trying to do that. Okay, we're not necessarily traveling first class. Why? Because we're trying to keep more of the money in our pockets. Okay, so don't get caught up in the perception. Okay, time is non-refundable. Thank you, Treader Bush. Time is non-refundable. So don't get caught up in all of that. Yes, okay, so let's talk about Paracon, right? I don't know what megabus is. Ooh, Anthony, I'm gonna need you to Google megabus. Right? So let's just talk about this. Everybody knows Paracon 16 is coming up. Go to the website paracon.live, and I'm putting on the conference Paracon, right? Now here's the real deal. It's a first year conference, meaning this conference is going on for the first time this year. Yes, I've been able to get some high profile entrepreneurs, Lamar Tyler, Zenobia Andrews, April, Franks Hunt. I've been able to get a lot of these people, but that's because I have relationships with them, right? Not because I'm paying them. When it comes down to me paying for stuff out of my pocket, JaiStone ain't trying to pay out of her own pocket. I'm not going to pay $25,000, $30,000 for some of these speakers to come in, right? Just for perception purposes, okay? I'm not trying to do that because that's me. That's my money on the line. That's me going in debt, okay? It's a first-time event. The event needs to pay for itself. That's how people, broke brands think about perceptions, okay? Rich brands think about profits, okay? Somebody tweet that. Broke brands worry about perceptions, okay? Rich brands worry about profits. Okay, so I'm more worried about making a profit than I am about creating the perception that this is going to that this is going to be a good event because I got a certain high profile speaker. I inquired about the high profile speakers. They cost too much money. I'm not finna do it. So what am I selling this event on? Quality and content. The people that I have relationships that are coming to visit, that are coming here, I'm worried about them. I'm working with them. I'm a rock with who rocks with me, and I'm focusing on creating quality content, okay? Who throws an event to lose money? Exactly. So the early bird special for the tickets is going on now, right? And let me tell you a little bit about who's going to be there. First of all, the tickets are $199 for the general admission. We got them on sale right now. We only got 50 tickets on sale for $149. So if you go to paracon.live, hey Jewel, if you go to paracon.live, you can get your $149 ticket. Go ahead and grab that today. So let me tell you a few of the people that we got on the roster. So we've got coming all the way from Canada, we got Marilyn Barefoot. Marilyn teaches about organic brainstorming. Okay. Then we've got, of course, me. I'm going to be teaching 2 sessions myself. We're going to have a session on cutting edge strategies for finance. And that's going to include Treader Bush, who you see guys on here from Wealth and Stilettos. She's going to be on. I dropped the scope. I dropped the scope. It was all under my dress. They say don't drop the soap, honey. How about don't drop the scope? Woo! Paracon 16. Paracon 16 in 3D. Woo! The scope was all up my dress, honey. Sorry. Okay. Woo! Y'all got y'all's, but y'all don't pay for your ticket. I don't pay for your ticket right there. Okay, that was worth the damn $149 right there. Okay. Okay. All right, so we are going to also have, I mentioned Lamar Tyler for Black and Married Kids. They got about 500,000 Facebook fans. He's going to be talking about traffic. We're talking about April Franks Hunt, how to convert your Facebook groups into profitable domains. I'm going to be talking about using your story to build your brand. And I don't know, I got to look back at who else got breakout sessions. There's a lot of people. It's about 20 breakout sessions, about 20 breakout sessions, 4 panels. We also got keynotes. Go to paracon.live. We're finalizing all the speakers to go up on the site this week, but we only got 50 tickets. So this is what I'm going to tell you. Our focus is to bring you the cutting edge strategies on technology, entrepreneurship, and social media. Tech, trap, and social. Tech, trap, and social. So we're bringing in the people, and here's the thing: not the people who have the perceptions, people who have the profits, people who have brought in the results. Okay, we just got confirmation that Black Enterprise is going to be there as one of our media partners. They're coming to cover the event. They just sent in their confirmation today. So that's going to be, we're going to have a panel about how to get media coverage. Okay, how to get media coverage for your brand. So we're talking about that. You can create those perceptions. We just want to make sure that those perceptions match up with what you're actually delivering. Okay, so Black Enterprise is coming on board to be one of our media partners. And I don't know, I'm gonna actually pull up the list one day so you guys can see who all is going to be there. So it's going to be here in Atlanta, April 21st and 22nd, Paracon 16. We want you guys to come catch that live. Go to paracon.live, follow the hashtag Paracon16, and you can follow Paracon Live on Twitter, on Periscope, on Facebook, Instagram. We're all those places. And so anyway, I got to get out here, go get me something to eat. I'm JaiStone. Catch you on the flip side. In the meantime, don't drop the scope. Holla! Mwah.